This is Act 4, Scene 2 of Julius Caesar. Now, as we begin this scene, we have panned our camera angle from the triumvirate, Antony, Lepidus, and Octavius, over to the camp of Brutus and Cassius. Now, Brutus is the only one at the camp right now when we open this scene, and he's talking to his servant, Lucilius. Pindarus, who is Cassius' servant, comes running up and announces that Cassius is on his way. So let's see what happens.
Stand ho! What now, Lucilius? Is Cassius near?
He is at hand, and Pindarus has come to do you salutation from his master.
He greets me well. Your master Pindarus, in his own change or by ill offices, hath given me some worthy cause to wish things done undone. But if he be at hand, I shall be satisfied.
So Brutus says, Cassius has done some things that I'm not very happy about.
I do not doubt but that my noble master will appear such as he is, full of regard and honor.
He is not doubted.
My lord.
A word, Lucilius. How he received you, let me be resolved.
With courtesy and with respect enough, but not with such familiar insolences, nor with such free and friendly conference as he hath used of old.
Thou hast described a hot friend cooling. Ever know, Lucilius, when love begins to sicken and decay, it useth an enforced ceremony. There are no tricks in plain and simple faith, but hollow men, like horses hot at hand, make gallant show and promise of their mettle, but when they should endure the bloody spur, they fall their crests, and like deceitful jades, sink in the trial. Comes his army on?
Now what Brutus is saying is that he pulls his servant Lucilius aside and he asks him, how did Cassius treat you when you saw him? He says he was kind and he was courteous, but it wasn't quite the same. And Brutus makes this speech about how when you have love between two people and it starts to cool off, you're not necessarily rude to each other, but you start to kind of force courteousness. It's that courteous detachment that we've talked about before.
Meanest knight in Sardis to be quartered. The greater part the horse in general are come with Cassius.
Hark, he is arrived. March gently on to meet him.
My lord.
Stand ho. Stand ho, speak the word along.
Stand! Noble Brutus, you've done me wrong.
Judge me, you gods. Wrong are mine enemies, and if not so, how shall I wrong a brother?
Brutus, a sober form of yours hides wrongs, and when you do that...
Cassius, be content. Speak your grief softly. I do know you well. Before the eyes of both our armies here, which shall perceive nothing but love from us, let us not wrangle.
Brutus.
Let them move away. Then in my tent, Cassius, enlarge your griefs, and I will give you audience.
Pindarus, bid our commanders leave their charges off a little from this ground.
Lucius, do you the like. And let no man come to our tent till we have done our conference. Let Lucilius and Titinius guard our door. My lord.
Okay, so they are about to start arguing, but Brutus very wisely says both of our armies are looking right now, so maybe we should just go ahead and go into my tent and talk about this quietly so that we don't lose face in front of our armies. And that is scene 2. When we get to scene 3, we will be in Brutus's tent and we will see the conversation that Cassius and Brutus have.